remember my first year knocking doors like it was yesterday. I was in Denver, Colorado, and I maintain today, all these years later, that it was without question the most career-defining experience of my life. The ability to sell, the ability to be able to engage with people and influence them is a skill that's essential for anything that you will do. Every job interview, every date you go on, every relationship with your children, all of these things require this capacity to inspire, to connect with other people. And there's no place that you can come kind of like immerse yourself in that experience like door-to-door sales. But there's a few other things that really stand out to me. I've never experienced anything that put me more in contact with my strengths and my weaknesses than that job, and helped me to create a platform or an environment to work through those. But also, as far as launching into a career, there's no other way or no job outside of entrepreneurship or just true innovation where you can really discover and be in charge of what you're worth, where nobody can put a price tag on you. Nobody can say this is how much money you're allowed to make. It's really up to you. The sky is the limit in this role, in this capacity. And to go through that early, to realize that if I want something big and then I need to go out there and earn that thing, and watch yourself go through the process of working harder, progressing, and just doing everything you can to become somebody or something to realize that goal, that's an incredible way to start a career. There's no better way to do that. And so when I look around and I see all of these students that are struggling to find jobs, and I see people that are just unsuited, they're unhappy, they are out of alignment in their lives, I believe they're missing out on those key lessons. That ability to say, I'm in charge. Nobody's going to tell me what to do, what I'm worth. I can be a true innovator, a creator of whatever I want. And yeah, that's a pretty big statement, but it needs to be learned. It needs to be taught somewhere. Now, as someone that coaches a lot of 18 to 35-year-olds, I've yet to find a better environment to be able to teach the concepts and the platform that I've evolved over the course of my career. I love this industry for that reason, because typically once people understand how to sell, then they get into the mental game and the limitations, the beliefs, the fear, all of these other things that hold them back, that will plague them for the rest of their careers unless they figure it out. So for all those reasons, I believe that everybody, dentist, doctor, lawyer, whatever, politician, everybody needs to go and have an experience selling door to door for 4 or 5 months and possibly for a few years. Not only that, the income, the opportunity to make money is exponentially greater than most other jobs that are available at this stage in life. So Armor is a little bit different than most companies. And the reason is because we understand the career path. We're not short-term, we're long-term. We want to be a part of your journey, not vice versa. We are a stepping stone, a complement to where you're going in your life. And we pay really close attention to what that is for you. That question of, what are you doing in 5 years? Or what are you doing, in 20 years? If you could do anything in your career, what would you do? And then how can Armor play a role in that? Assuming, of course, that the idea of selling and learning how to become a leader, to become an influencer, to have the ability to be a powerful communicator are things that could complement that journey. And if they are, Armor all of a sudden stands out as a really unique option. The reason is because of the platform. A few things about us. Number one, we have a few tracks. Now, you've probably heard the hype of this industry where you make a ton of money, but you also see those people living large and spending a lot of money. At Armor, for the last 10 years, our business model has been self-funded, self-grown, strategically. We don't borrow money. We don't leverage debt to be able to bridge the gap between the off-season and then have to sell our accounts just to pay those bills back. Everything we do is funded in-house. And so we grow because we know we can grow. And that creates a safe environment, a safe fiscal policy for someone that's looking to find a company where they feel confident that they can grow and build a team and know that the company's solvent and has the capacity to support that growth. That's a critical part of it. But more importantly, we want to make sure that in this industry that we are the most aggressive when it comes to compensation. So now if your path is to spend 3 or 4 years making money, paying for college, having the freedom in the off season to go and do your schooling or whatever else you want to do, we want to be the most aggressive compensation plan for that scenario. Or if you want to build a business in this industry where you realize that this is a powerful cash flow generating tool, this is a great business to create a long-term income, we also have a path for you down that road as well. The most aggressive path, the best ownership plan. And so for us at Armor, we want to make sure that we give you the most lucrative options, but back that up with a financial structure and policy that makes sense. Now, next, if you can go out and that's great, you make a ton of money, but we also want to know that when you go out and sell and you develop that world-class ability to sell, that we're going to back you up with products that are at that level, service that's at that level. None of this, we show up for 5 minutes and spray and leave. No, we invest in our customers. We understand the long-term value of these customers because we're not selling our accounts next year. We're going to keep them until forever, as long as they will stay with us. And so we invest in our customers for that reason, because that's our model, is to keep them as long as possible. So those things really complement your ability to sell successfully and have high retention rates of your customers. But beyond that, then we start to get into what really matters, and that's your success, that's your progression. And the way to do that isn't to sign you up, wait till the summer starts, plug you into a few meetings, role plays. No, we need to start training you right now. And that's where I come in. As the Chief Sales Officer, my role is to build a recruiting and training and a management platform that allows you to thrive. It's solely based on helping you realize your potential, knowing that you have a career path, a direction that you're going, and we're a part of that journey. So teaching you now, early, how to sell, how to control the conversation, how to sell without not needing to be manipulative or pushy, how to build urgency and rapport with people in a natural way where you feel like you're still who you are, you're being authentic. These are all skills that don't just show up the first day of selling. Sometimes they take years to develop. But the book that I wrote 5 years ago and the curriculum that I've developed throughout my career is designed to help you find that natural style of influence. And that is absolutely infused in everything that we teach at Armor. We want you to become a powerful, compelling sales executive, but we also want you to be a great leader. We want you to be happy, fulfilled, thriving, and balanced in your life, spiritually, emotionally, physically, with your relationships, and of course, with your success. Now, that's a broader training approach, but just think about it. If you knew that your knocking days, everything you sell, every day you're out there, is supporting or launching you into a bigger future, that's exponentially more motivating and rewarding than an incentive for the week or the day, or just this feeling that this is the best job you can get. No, we're taking you somewhere, and we're able to pull out of you a much deeper level of motivation that will keep you going, that will keep you performing at a higher level all throughout the summer. But listen, I will be the first to admit this is probably one of the hardest jobs I've ever had in my life, and will probably always be that way. But it's also one of the most rewarding. And so at Armor, we work hard, and we want to maintain that discipline, but we also play hard. And so what you'll discover this year, especially with Armor, is that we're upping our game in terms of the culture of Armor, the gear, the events that we do, the prizes, the incentives that we give away, the Harleys that you can win, the trips that we go on. I think this year we're going to Thailand. We are going to play hard. We're going to celebrate this effort, this initiative, this success that you're going to realize. But it's going to come at a cost. It's going to come at you deciding what you want most in your life and realizing that Armor is a part of that journey, that we are the most compelling source of training, leadership, mentorship, financial stability, income, and growth to help you get to that place. And if we are that fit for you, then this can be perhaps the most compelling summer of your life. Like me, when you're in a career crisis or when you're looking for a direction or thought, just that confidence in the middle of a deal, say you're in a $10 million real estate deal, that you'll draw back to the coaching, the mentorship, the experiences that you had this next summer to define that career path, to help you hone those strengths, to help you emerge as a leader, as you become a doctor or whatever you do. You'll go into that role prepared because you have experience that no education, no hourly rate job is ever going to be able to provide for you. We want to turn you into and help you realize your highest potential. That's the vision of Armor. We just happen to provide a world-class pest control service that our customers love, that make it easier for you to sell. But what you'll notice this year and going forward with Armor is the quality and the depth of coaching, mentorship, and leadership that is purely designed to help you realize what you were meant to do in your life. If that resonates with you, call us. We'd love to have you on board. We'd love to have you come to one of our trainings and see what we're all about. But until then, we'll see you this summer and wish you the best of luck.